I need to stop. I've been doing too much, I've been running too fast, I've been testing my luck.
Do you know when? When you've just had it up to here.
When every option you've exhausted seems to be working against you.
I've been trying for the past month and a half to make a video about being in your 20s and finally making that transition to society, seeing you as an adult, but every time I sit down to write, I just feel lost.
I just got here.
In this economy?
I am embarrassed to admit that I still feel lost. It's a feeling I am so familiar with, despite following the natural grain of society and feeling like I'm doing what everyone else is doing. Feeling lost and supposedly having your shit together coexist all the time during adulthood. So much so that it feels as if it's normal, and we all just live with that glaring fact every day. But the truth is, it's in the process of searching for ourselves that we are found, that we are meant to make the mistakes we make now in order to know and find ourselves later. Which is why lost is a feeling that no matter how many qualifications, job titles, salary promotions, and material success we earn, can still remain afterwards. This lostness that perpetuates our 20s behind every mistake and corner we don't expect is something we all grapple with for the rest of our lives. But it's our 20s when we know ourselves the least, and this fact of life that we're all imperfect and learning to find our way feels the most life-threatening.
Feeling lost is just another opportunity to discover another realer part of ourselves. I realized this lacking feeling was guiding me somewhere. It was guiding me back to myself and to rediscover my sense of life, and it led me to creating for my sanity and for my humanity. All this time, I hadn't realized I was the one I was seeking so hard for. This book, Free Play by Nachmanovitch, gave me this realization that we only feel creative living initially as leaping into the unknown because normal life is rigid and disorienting. But the source of these feelings, like lacking and normalcy, come from a much deeper and traumatized place within ourselves. Rather than from society or school or the media, it's from the very act of growing up. There is a quote from the book, and it says, "There is a point, a rather long series of points, at which our innocence and free play of imaginations and desire collides with reality, with the limits of is and is not, with the limits of what can and cannot be. But even if we were to restructure society and institutions and the rest of it, and don't get me wrong, we ought to, the constant in all of these timelines is that we cannot avoid childhood's end. We can only attempt to find our way back to ourselves, or back to an us that can be both an adult, have their shit together, pay taxes, know what a W-4 is, and still feel creative, innocent, imaginative, and well, alive.